Hey guys, this is a video to explain what a bezel is and how it works. Because a lot of people have watches with nice bezels and they don't actually understand what they are. And some think it's just for diving, but I'm going to explain what a bezel is and how to use it. I've got several citizens and you can see there's different styles. We got the diamond style here, external bezels. This one's an internal bezel, so it's got a crown, turns that. We got the Submariner Rolex, very classic, and then we got one where it's actually a 60 at the top instead of the diamond style on these ones. So what is a bezel and how can you use it? A bezel, where you want to start is the minute hand, okay? The minute hand is a relationship between the 12 and where it is at any present moment. So the starting point to measure time on any normal clock would be the 12, and you will say that the minute hand has now measured that 43 minutes has passed the hour. But that's measuring time as a whole. What if I want to measure the time of an activity? I need to create a new starting point, a new relationship. So what you do is you move the bezel to exactly, there we go, exactly to touch the minute hand there, and now I have a new relationship. So instead of looking at the 12 and counting the time past the hour, I can now look here, and as the minutes pass, it will create a timer. It will say, okay, this much has passed since the hour. That much, that much, that much. Look at this one. So let's say I'm going to go for a dive right now. I know I only want to be underwater for 25 minutes. Let's say that's what I'm doing. Just before I jump in, I need to make sure that this is exactly in between those zeros. So this one's a little bit harder to line up. Let's say that's lined up now. So instead of saying to myself, I went diving at 1:45 and I need to be out by 2:05, I can just say, I know I need to be out after 25 minutes. So I jump down under the water, and as I'm diving, the minutes are going to pass. And I can look to the outside of the bezel, and I will know exactly how much time has passed. I can say, okay, 10 minutes has passed. Now 20. I'm going to start my ascent because I want to be up by 25. And that's what a bezel is. It's about creating a new relationship between a starting point and the minute hand. Instead of the starting point always being the 12 on the hour and measuring the time elapsed from the start of the hour, it's all about creating a new point and saying, from here, I want to measure time. So it's like a stopwatch, a chronograph. It's all about creating a relationship. This one is a citizen and it has an internal bezel. And the bonus of that is if I line it up, let's say I'm lining it up exactly on the minute, and I go, oh, I went too far, I can actually go back. This one has flexibility. Whereas these, generally a bezel is unidirectional, it only goes one way, with the idea being that if it goes both ways, it might get hit by your hand or something. So it's just a little fail-safe that they've built into the watch. There you go, guys. Now you know how to use a bezel. What are the applications outside of diving? Well, it could just be you're going to park your car and you say, okay, I'm going to park my car right now. I only want to pay for 1 hour. So I'm going to put it exactly there. And as I go and I do some shopping, I can glance down and say, okay, looks like 40 minutes have passed, I better get back. And that might represent when you need to get back. Could be cooking. You might put something on the stove and you say, I only want to cook this for 10 minutes. So you put that on there. Walk away, watch some TV. Okay, it's getting close to the 10. I better go turn that off. That will be cooked. Don't want to overcook the food. And that's how you use a bezel. I think bezels are They do make a watch more attractive. It definitely has some visual appeal to have a bezel, particularly on the Rolex. It's a classic characteristic of the Submariner. And there you go. Thanks for watching, guys.